You're with Dr. JH3. It's a little late coming on here. It's about 11:48 at night. But I wanted to stay commitment going live for 25 days straight. I wanted to come on here and do it. I just finished working out. Just got my workout in. I'm actually in the same clothes I worked out in. But I wanted to come on here and be committed to the program. Um, how can I talk about being 25, doing 25 days on the health and fitness challenge that we're doing here for 25 minutes of working out, that is. And then also I promised to do live, so 25 days of live I told myself I would do. So I got to be committed to myself. I think today's topic, I think you guys will like today's topic. Today's topic is not about food, it's not about working out. It's more about our self-talk. Today's topic is about, of course, I'm Dr. JH3, of course, here, or Dr. J. By the way, too, I want to introduce myself. Of course, we're doing a challenge. Let me mention this real quick. We're doing a challenge, of course, here, 25-day challenge we're doing. For 25 days, we're doing a health and fitness challenge that we work out for 25 minutes every day till the 25th of December. 25th of December is a gift that we give to ourselves and also to our families, our health, of course. But we will be doing one in January too. And I'll let you guys know, I believe when we start on January 1st, we're going to start on the next one. I will post, and those that want to know and want to join us, we'll be doing 25 days again. We'll be doing, but if you're just seeing this right now, if you want to start now, start now. We have some days left still. Still in the challenge. We're doing 25 days on the challenge again. So just have at it. The main thing is you want to start. That's the main thing here. You don't want to wait. You don't want to wait at all. But let's talk about today's topic. I want to get some sleep tonight and everything. I'm talking about sleep and getting better sleep and being healthy, and I'm not getting sleep here. So, but like again, I'm not talking about working out today. I'm not going to talk about food. I'm not going to talk about any topics like that right now tonight. But I'm going to talk about the mindset. I'm going to talk about here, and especially specifically, I should say. Specifically, negative self-talk. Negative self-talk can tear you down. Negative self-talk can deter you from going to the gym, even though you may show up for class late or showing up for your workout partner late. Yeah, show up still. Absolutely, show up for yourself. Don't even show up for your workout partner. Show up for yourself. Of course, you have a workout partner, so show up for them as well. But truthfully, it's you have to show up for yourself first in life. Just anything in life too. Like you going to school right now, or you're at work. You have a job, as they say. With that job, of course, you have to show up every day. You have to show up every day and get the paycheck you want. So what's that entail? That means you have to keep a commitment to yourself. You have to have positive self-talk here. You have to have. So I have a few notes I wrote down on my computer here that I want to make sure I say, make sure I tell you guys and all that as we go along here. But self-talk is it. And I always self-talk is basically how you identify yourself. And I would sometimes talk bad to myself and all that, and negative self-talk I would have sometimes. And they always say that you should treat yourself like I should treat myself as a little Dr. J. I should treat myself how do you talk to little Dr. J? How I talk to myself, my little self, say like 6 years old. How would I talk to that person? How would you talk to a little version of yourself? That's how you should talk to yourself. You wouldn't tear them down. You wouldn't ridicule them if they missed their homework. You wouldn't ridicule them and all that and call them, names and stuff like that. So you shouldn't call yourself names, even as an adult here. You shouldn't. It's all up here, of course. It's how you identify yourself, basically, what it comes down to. Like I see myself as always a bodybuilder. I always see myself in health and fitness field. I always see myself as being healthy. So if I see myself that way, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm going to do things to emulate that, and then I get the response from people or myself, and I see, how I look, or I see my cholesterol numbers going down. I see myself. I see more vascularity in my arms here. I'm drinking a gallon of water here, and I feel better. I can see the results just like that from drinking water. It's like, man, okay, drinking water. It's I feel my skin looks better now. It's like, no way, okay, no way. This is working here. But anyway, I'm kind of getting on a tangent. Let me stay on track here. I want wrap this up here and get some sleep here tonight. But I want to read something to you here. Most people say things like this to themselves. I'm bad at sticking to routines. I'm always fall off the workout routine they have or a challenge they may have. I'm just not disciplined. As people say to themselves that, you know, and that's a problem. Your brain hears this and you keep repeating it to yourself, and guess what happens? And they say it's power. I just did a video. I just did a YouTube short. I just did talking about power. It's power in the tongue, and that's when you're saying it out loud, or you may say it to yourself here. And negative talk absolutely can harm you, absolutely, because it becomes your identity. And of course, we don't want that. We want you to thrive, to prosper. And how you do that, of course, you have to talk nice to yourself. You have to, and all that. I'm gonna take a look at some of my notes here and all that. Oh, this is another one here too. And I'm this. Let me read this, and then I'll I made some great notes. This is a great topic. I love this topic here. Instead of saying I'm trying to be healthy, start saying I am a healthy person. Let me say that again. Instead of saying I'm trying to get healthy, start saying I am a healthy person. And I will never forget, I was working with someone, and they said, Dr. J, you know, I'm going to try to work out. I'm going to try to work out and everything. And I said, work out like 2 times a day or 2 times a week, they said. And I said, oh, okay. I said, hold on, what'd you say? He said, yeah, I'm going to try to work out 2 times a day. I said, hold on, you going to try or are you going to do? And they said, at first they said, I'm going to do. And then they came back later on. It seemed so weird to me. They came back later on, maybe like 45 minutes. He said, no, I'm going to try. I like the word try. I'm going to try. And as soon as they said it to me, I said, okay. Teachers don't. Everybody choose what they want to do and what have you. But the word try, just think about it. Like, I'm going to try to do homework. I'm going to try to go to work. I'm going to try to drive my car. I'm going to try to, just think about it. I'm going to try to take a shower after working out. I'm going to try to brush my teeth. If you had try on everything, you may or you may not. But of course, you want to be in an absolute. Like I live in abundance, so I live in absolute. I live in abundance. If I live in abundance, what does that mean? That means that I know I'm going to look at things from an abundance perspective. Like, I'm going to see there's many ways to make make money online. There's some people may say being a content creator at 50 years old, why would you do that? Someone asked me that. Someone asked me that. And I'm thinking, like, well, and they were like, well, there's a ton of people doing fitness and health online, all that. I say, yeah, they are, but they're not me. They're not my style. They're not the way I talk, the way I present myself. That's not me. They're not me and I'm not them. So some people gravitate to me, some people won't gravitate to me. But I live in abundance, so I'm here, showing up every day for 25 days straight, going live and putting out another video out and helping people out on 2 platforms, YouTube, 3 platforms, YouTube, Facebook, and in our text message chat that we have here. So I'm saying all this to say that you get to shape your identity. You really do. You have power. Yep, you have free will, first of all, to choose what you want to do. You can sit at home and do nothing when the new year comes, or you can do the things you want to do in life. It's up to you. I had a coworker ask me, they're applying for different professional schools they're applying for, but they had opportunity to come up. Excuse me, they want to pay student loans out for school, but they haven't got accepted yet. I think they applied 2 times. They applied for, and they haven't got accepted to school yet. And the school they want to go to is professional school, and they really want to do it. And I said, absolutely. And they said they don't know how they're going to pay for school, or they're most likely going to take out loans out and still maybe be short on loans. So they have to rely on their parents possibly, or rely on private student loans. Of course, private student loans even add up to more money. So we're talking everything, but they have opportunity of getting a job making possibly $120,000, $150,000 a year. And I said, oh, okay, this is no brainer here for me. You haven't been accepted to school yet, and you have to wait another whole year. So take this job, making $120,000, $150,000. Absolutely. We live in abundance. And guess what's going to happen? You work this job here that's still in the field that you want to go into, but you're getting practical experience. Then you apply. Now you apply your practical experience to the application. The application will be stronger now. But it's all about living abundance. It all about not having not having negative self-talk. If you live in abundance, it's all there for you. So this young lady here that's going to get this $150,000 job, she's going to get, now she'll be able to pay, she save her money, but do things right and invest some stuff, of course. I mean, put some in a high savings account and stuff like that, of course. Guess what she's going to do? Now she'll be able to pay for school out of pocket, or at least pay the other half that she may have to take as a private loan out. She'll be able to pay for it now. It's all because of her actually taking the steps in the right direction here, not just staying still and and thinking that things will get better if you apply to different schools, don't get accepted. No, no, no. You keep applying, of course, but how can you make yourself better? Even in life, the same thing. How can you make yourself better? How can you go into 2026 being a better person? I, One thing you do is work on your health and fitness, of course, here. And they always say, of course, clean up where you're at. Clean up your room, clean up your house, clean up your car. Start there with simple things here. But you have to actually shift your mindset here. You have to really shift it. You have to shift who you are. You really do. And of course, and you're like, oh no, I'm not changing who I am. Well, every day we alter. Like they say, like every decade. Like myself, even myself now, the way I see the world now at 50 now versus the way I saw myself at 20 is totally different. When I was at 20, just from working out perspective, I wanted to be as huge as possible, and I say like 25, but as huge as possible, and just go pro bodybuilding and stuff like that. And everything. I did a show I did and so forth, and I just wanted to do that. That's all I wanted to do. And then of course I went through another phase and another phase, and you alter. You now I see the world totally different now. And as I say in a lot of videos here, I say, I think I've said in a few videos that I feel like I'm like the Tom Brady of the mindset of life, because I've seen so many things here, and things are of course are like patterns, of course. So one of the patterns you may have is negative self-talk. You may have a pattern of that, and that pattern of negative self-talk, you have to, I call it stop thinking. I call it stop thinking. So as soon as you hear it up, or even like when I back in the day, especially when I was studying a good bit, I would do a tally mark every time. I'm actually have a piece of paper in my hand here. I would do a tally mark on a piece of paper every time I started drifting off. And sometimes you do the same thing with negative self-talk. Do the same thing. Put a tally mark every time you do it. Every time you do it and all that. Then eventually, you may see a pattern here, or you'll see a pattern. Okay, you know what? It's like every 5-10 minutes, I do negative self-talk. I start to do, or like myself, I start wandering, thinking about something else. So every 30 minutes, I would switch topics. When I was studying, I would do 30 minutes of anatomy, and then do another. I'll take maybe like a 5-minute break, then another 30 minutes of physiology, another 30 minutes of biochemistry. That's what I used to do. And some people have self-thoughts like that. Some people have self-negative thoughts, that is. And it can really affect who you are, what you do in your life, and it can affect your health too, things like that. So what we want to do is we want to use affirming, strong words that we refer to ourselves as who we are, things like that. And let me help you out here. This is something that you actually can practice and say to you. And I want you to choose at least one of these. Choose one of these, or come with your own. And just something to think about here. Something to think about. Yeah, some people may think it's a little too, foofy, or too little woo or something like that. But it's really, it's really, you should check it out. You should look into it. It can help out and stuff. So let me give you some examples. I wrote some notes down on my computer right here. I want you to pick one identity statement and say it out loud. And I want you to say this out loud, of course, here. I want to say it before you work out. I want to say it, or anytime through the day, but mainly before you work out. And here's 3 examples. I am a healthy person now. I am a healthy person now. I keep my word to myself. That's a good one there. I show up even if it is hard. Let me say these 3 again. I am a healthy person now. I keep my word to myself. I show up even when it's hard. And sometimes it will be hard working out. It will to show up. I want you to say that before you start working out. 25 minutes before your workout, I want you to say that. Yep. So it's all about self-negative talk. You have to get rid of it. You have to. You really want to come up with I came up with a mission statement I came up for myself. I came up with to help me stay on track. And you can come up with the same mission statement too. You can come up with one for yourself, that is. Yep. So this is day 18 of our challenge, of course, here. I'm about to get off here. I've been on here for about 15 minutes, and I need to get some sleep here. It's around about just 12:03 in the morning here. It's time for me to get some sleep. I gotta be up early tomorrow morning to work out and to go to work, that is, of course. All right, guys. Happy holidays, everybody. This is day 18 of the challenge here, Dr. JH3 challenge. If you're just seeing this for the first time, join a challenge right now. Of course, we're doing a challenge to 25 days, of course, here. So December 25th, Christmas Day, we're giving the gift of health to ourselves first, of course, and then give it to our family. Because if we are excuse me, if we are healthy, guess what? We can help all our family members out. If we're healthy, if we're not healthy, we can't do too much for them. It's like that. So with that said, join our challenge right now. Don't wait until the next challenge. Join us now and everything. What we are going to have another challenge coming up here, and I'll be announcing those challenge. Most likely, I'll be announcing that challenge on Saturday or Sunday. I'll be announcing that challenge to everyone. But stay tuned to that, and I hope you guys have a great evening, and we'll talk to you real soon. Take care, guys.